Hey there, preppers and procrastinators. If you've watched many of my shooting videos, you've seen that I use a variety of target stands. Some that are homemade, like this 6-foot wooden one here that I have out of 2x4s and 1/4-inch plywood. Or this target stand here that's made out of 3/4-inch PVC pipe, some large clamps, and either a backer board or you can use a cardboard IPSC target. I also use some commercially bought target stands, like this one here where you supply a 2x4 and the different size gongs that you'd like, and the legs, brackets, and holders all come in a kit. But we have a 12-inch and 2 8-inch gongs on this, and then this Champion range-in target, which has a 12-inch steel plate hanging from it, but it's honestly only supposed to hold an 8-inch plate. Each of these stands has its pros and cons. The wooden stand requires some assembly in the field, which is why it's leaning up against the other stand right now. I screw in the feet to the inside of the back, and I forgot to bring the impact driver to screw in the feet to the bottom of the stand. However, if you bring all the required tools you're supposed to, this thing is sturdy and is yet to blow over in the wind. However, it's extremely heavy and usually takes multiple trips to set it up. Generally, I'll carry it out in one trip, and then I'll bring the impact driver, the targets, and the staple gun on the second trip. So if you're setting that at 300 or 400 yards, it's a workout for you as well. The PVC stand is extremely light, however, it blows over in the wind, and it's not very rugged. If you shoot it, it requires a new piece of PVC. A 10-foot long piece of pipe is only like $3. So maintenance on it is inexpensive, and it doesn't require any tools. The gong stand can be hard to pound in. You can see on this one that I've started to hit some rocks in the dirt, and it's not going to go any further. And it also only holds up to an 8-inch steel gong without leaning over like that. I think if I start to shoot this one, I'll probably knock this stand out of the dirt. This one is handy and it's adjustable. Again, if you're taking it far, it's quite a workout, and either takes a couple of trips walking out, or if you're able to drive your truck right up to it, then that's much easier. All the pieces come apart, so storage is quick and easy, but everything is heavy on this. But you can add or take away targets to your liking. You could put up to an 18-inch steel gong if you like. You could put smaller steels on there, or even like the 4-inch target balls. You can pretty much do with this one whatever you want. The nice thing about having an array of targets is you can set them up at different distances and make yourself a custom-made shooting range if you have the space. So this target stand here, an 8-inch plate would probably be closer to $75. These are about $10 to $20 to make, depending on your backer board and the clamps. This setup here is about $250. Again, you're running around $100 for a 12-inch steel gong, and probably about $50 for the 8 inches there. This one here is super easy to make if you have a saw. This is two 8-foot 2x4s with about 2 inches cut off of each side as the cross members, and then a 1/2-inch sheet of 2-foot by 4-foot plywood that's pre-cut from Home Depot, and then you just need to add the legs to it. As far as maintenance, when the plywood finally gets shot through to where it's no longer usable, it will cost you about $25 to go get a new piece of plywood. I was walking through Cabela's the other day, and I stumbled across this target here. This is $50 at Cabela's. It's a Birchwood Casey adjustable target stand that uses pieces of 1x2 to create the target backer. Setup on this thing is pretty easy. It's 1, 2, 3. Once that's down, you take your 1x2s, stick those in there, and then again you have options here. You could staple an IPSC target to it, but right next to these at Cabela's is the Cabela's branded target backer board. Unscrew the base, slide it apart to the desired width, and tighten it back up. As is, this is pretty flimsy, but as you add in the target backer, much better. So this thing was set up 2 minutes out of the box, and you have about a $55 target. So if you wanted to run 2 or 3 of these up and down a range, fairly inexpensive and extremely easy. For the record, pack out what you pack in. All right, well, that's kind of the rundown of the targets you see or will see in my videos. And if you want any additional information on how to make or where to get any of these targets I have, or want a more in-depth review of any of them, please let me know by commenting down below. If you liked this video, I'd ask that you let me know by throwing a thumbs up down below. Thank you all for your time. I'll see you on the next video.